Yeah.
I wonder what it is about dance movies, Shanti, that they don't like.
You know, this is going to sound like a super cocky producer answer, but I just think it's like they haven't seen my dance movie yet.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
No, honestly, I just think that people don't do dance movies right. Dance movies cost a lot of money because you usually hire an outside choreographer and dancers need weeks and weeks of rehearsals. And so one dance scene costs literally like two, three, $400,000.
Yeah.
So, you're just not going to get indie dance movies, which is really what you need. Every time a genre really has like a turnaround or a reinvigoration, it's because somebody made an indie version of it, doing something a little different, adding a little spice, doing something that surprises the audience. And they only take those chances in indies, and it's just too expensive to do indie dance movies. So you only get the
Yeah.
big studio production movies, which are really fun for the 21% of us who like those. But the 21% that are like depends and the other 58%, they just want something different. They don't want the Joker different, clearly, but I think they want something that lives in the Amelia Perez world. Like, surprise us.
Yeah.
Let us see dance in a different way. At least that's my
La La
hope, because
Land
I
was
would
like that
really
too.
like to do but a dance movie that people actually like.
No,
How
'cause
many
people don't dance no more,
biracial
Chris.
how
Remember
many
that?
biracial relationships, Nick, do you think came from the movie Save the Last Dance?
Oh,
Mm.
I
wow.
mean, I
Yeah,
just felt like there
yeah.
was an explosion of biracial relationships after that movie. Dance movies
Maybe.
have impact, man.
Well, they do, and I was gonna say it's like I was joking, of course, because remember I think it was back in the South when they were like people don't dance no more.
They don't.
All they do
Are,
is
you,
this.
you talking about?
All they do is this. You know.
Not you talking about Goody
Yeah,
Mob? You talking about Goody Mob?
yeah. There you go. It was Goody Mob. So, but the
Yeah.
thing is that I feel like it's somewhat
I think
true.
that's Goody Mob.
I don't think people dance like they used
Yeah.
to, and what I mean is it's like when you used to watch videos, music videos.
Yeah.
It was a thing, man. And it wasn't just a
Yeah.
thing that there
TikTok
was
has that
dancing
now.
in the video,
Yeah.
but it was also that people were the artists,
The
the
artists.
singers, the performers,
Mhm.
they were dancing themselves. I just had the kids watching Michael. And I was like, y'all gotta watch this. Right? When he
Oh,
You mean
did
you mean your,
moonwalk
you
and
mean your
and he
kids?
got up on the toes. Yeah, my kids. And
oh,
they were watching, and it's like, look, you gotta understand, like he's singing and he's dancing. Like
Yeah.
that's a thing that people used
yeah.
to do. I mean, even back, I think about Sierra. Like who's
Yes.
replaced Sierra? I don't know. But
So
Sierra.
here's the real issue. I'm a
We
great
can
person to
dance our
talk to you
ass off,
about
by
this.
the way.
I was a video dancer. When I
Mhm.
first moved here, I wanted to be an actor, but I was able to access dance education in Colorado, where I'm from. So
Mhm.
I moved here, quickly toured with Earth, Wind, and Fire and NSYNC, and did all sorts of
Amazing.
music videos in the heyday of music videos when they were literally spending $3 million on 3 minutes of content, because there was a thing called TRL. And if you end up on
that's right.
TRL, then everybody buys
Shout out
you.
to
You know,
Carson
it's
Daly.
just, it was
Yep.
the world. And that's actually how we ended up with Mike Ho as our director, because Mike Ho is a music video director. And I've always believed music video directors are geniuses in the making. They get so much money. They have to make every shot look good and beautiful, because you have Jennifer who's like, well, I want to do this facing this way with 6 girls around me, and I want to do it right now, but also I better look good.
Right.
And
Right.
so they have to deal with so many personalities and so many difficult situations, but they also get all the toys, so they get to be really creative. And so it was actually my work in that made me really love movement in the camera and playing
Yeah.
with being, sort of one when you're acting as well. Um, but yeah, the dance world is different now because you don't have, or the music video world specifically,
Mhm.
because you don't have TRL type. There's not a place for your music video to land and make money. You can
It's a
put it
good,
out
great
on
point.
YouTube, you can put it out, but like,
On Vivo
how
or
much
something.
how
Yeah.
much is it really going to make you? And so you have less people dancing in those. There's less of a career in that. There's less of a career in touring than there used to be. There's only a few big tours out there with dancers. Um, but the one thing that's kind of weird is everyone's sort of a good dancer now, at least in TikTok dancing, right?
Right.
Like everyone can sort of like do this
Yep.
Yeah. Me and
basic
Papa
bop.
Bear, me and Papa Bear rant about this all the time. It's like,
Yeah. They only, like, this is great. Send it, but
yeah,
they can't move their feet or
yeah.
something.
They
I
can't
don't
move their
know.
feet.
So
It's like all
yeah.
slow.
Maybe we need to do a movie that is just face dancing, like a dance video
Yeah,
that's just
exactly.
hands
Voguing,
and
Remember,
tits.
voguing.
it's instead of
Voguing,
a
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's D in the box. It's
Yeah.
dance in the box,
Dance
right?
in a
That's
Yeah,
what it
box.
dancing
is.
about instead of
Yes,
yeah. Well,
exactly.
to your point, Nick, like we grew up on that like sharp sort of athletic movement of Michael Jackson
That's right.
and dancers of that
Yes.
ilk, and TikTok dancers just don't really move like that all the time.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Frankly,
And
Mm.
we
so
used to
it's just a
go
little
to the
different now.
clubs. Listen, man, and I hate to put that old head on, but it's like we
Hmm.
used to go to the club and dance. You had
Yeah,
like choreographed moves. You have dance competitions on the floor. Like it was a thing
Yes.
that
that
we
was a
would
real thing.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Hmm.
then it's like as I got older, I was like, you go to the clubs and you know what I'm saying, whatever space you can get, you know what I'm saying, you just
hmm
kind of bounce. Like you said, you
yeah,
bop.
You
That's about
bop.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
yeah,
and then now it's just a couple little moves, like you said, you can TikTok the TikTokification of dance, and
Yeah.
it's not like basically, Shanti, you said it. You know, it's that there's an athleticism I think that I miss in
Yeah.
watching dance, and it's just not there anymore.
yeah.
It's
It's
just
sad to
not.
say.
It'll
It's
come back. I think
democratized.
everything's cyclical. You know, people will get
True.
tired of seeing you dance in a box and they'll want to see you dance bigger with your legs and like, that's me. I'm a trained dancer, so I miss that. I would love to do like Dancing with the Stars and learn all those
Yeah.
kinds of things. I love that. But not everybody does. I hope it comes back in fashion sometime soon though.
Yeah.